What is going on, you beautiful stars? RTS Nova here, and in today's video do I have a treat for you. I've decided to make a 100k Premier League team. Now this team isn't, a team which will get you to Division 1 and win you Division 1. This is just a starter team to climb you up the ranks for those of you who are new to the game as it's only been out a week, or even for those of you who may look at this video and think, oh, what a brilliant shout at left wing, or what a brilliant shout in centre mid, I'll go for him, and just try and guide you guys along the way. So guys, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below any players which you think I should have included over others. There's definitely areas of this team which could do it with improving. I'm not hiding that fact. However, with this team, I played 10 games with them and they were super solid. I tried to build a team which was well-rounded in each position. So in defence, I wanted speed, I wanted strength, I wanted, obviously, good defenders. I mean, I'd be stupid if I didn't say that. But pace is key this year, so I made sure each of the defenders had pace. In midfield, for me, I really like well-rounded midfielders where each of their stats are good. They could do a bit of everything, and that's what I kind of put into the team. Obviously, apart from that cam position, well, I wanted someone who could be a bit more influential at the top of the field. Then up top, we have gone pace, which you've probably seen the fun there already with two of the players already up there. But you have to include them in your teams, guys. If you don't have those two players in your teams, then you'll know who I'm talking about already. You need them. They are must-haves. They are so overpowered this year. But most importantly, because I didn't say at the start, subscribe to the channel. Tell your mums, tell your nans, tell your granddads. We are on the road to 150 subs now. We just passed the 100 sub mark. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's see where we end up by Christmas. It's free to do. It's the best way to support me, and it means the world to me. Other than that, let's get into the team. Now, what I'm going to do for each position is obviously show you the player and kind of give my opinion as to why I included him in the team. Now, this team actually came to about, we'll show you on foot, been 102k on PS4, I think 98 on Xbox, and 80 something on PC. However, if you're patient and don't necessarily go straight for the buy nows on players, but instead try and bid, you can definitely get this team for a lot cheaper on the PS4. I managed to get this team, I think, roughly for about 90k overall, maybe even a bit less, so that just shows you a bit of patience. You can pick up the players for dirt cheap. So, starting off in goal. We don't have Edison, we don't have Leno. Could have gone with Dubravka. I was really tempted by Dubravka because I think he's got a solid card. However, we went for the Frenchman, Areola. Joined Fulham this summer on loan, and he has a really solid card, guys. 6'5", and you need big keepers this year. 1-on-1s are so big, so you want a keeper who come out, make themselves big, and get down low at the same time, and Areola does exactly that. 85 diving, which is fantastic. 79 handling, which you do feel in game, however, it's not necessarily a big issue this year. 80 kicking, 84 reflexes, which is fantastic. 55 speed, and 78 positioning. He's just a really well-rounded keeper card. He does exactly what you need him to do, and when it's at 6'5", like I said, makes himself big on one-on-ones and at corners. It's so easy for him to come out, grab the ball, and then throw it out and start making the plays happen quickly. So yeah, a really fantastic choice in goal. Moving on to right back, and one of my favourite players in the team, without a doubt, that is Hector Bellerin. A solid card this year. I mean, his pace is getting less every year, but it's really well-rounded still. At fullbacks, you definitely need people who are just quick. I think that's the main thing with fullbacks this year. Obviously, you want them to have decent defending stats, but pace is the most important factor, and Hector Bellerin does that. I managed to get him for 7k at the start of the game. I think he could even be going for a bit cheaper now. Let's have a look. There you are. 5.7, so he's dropping. He's dropping daily. Well worth picking up. 87 pace, which is brilliant for a fullback. 51 shooting, which isn't necessarily the biggest issue because most of the time your custom tactics, you'll have your fullbacks on stay back while attacking. 70 passing, which is brilliant, so when he does pick up the ball, you know he can clear it with ease. It's not going to go, you're not going to aim left and all of a sudden it's going to go out for a throw-in. 77 dribbling, which is brilliant for a fullback. 76 defending, which is, it's average. And 65 physical, which obviously you could do with improving. But once again, pace is the main factor. That's what Hector Bellerin does, and to be honest with you guys, he feels really overpowered this year. I've never really had any issues on that side of the field with him. Whenever it was a one-on-one, someone trying to run down the line, he was there. Always cutting them out, always challenging. Really good player this year. Now, going on to the centre-back position, I had a few options which I could go with. However, I decided to go with someone who I wanted to try, and being honest, he's probably my least favourite player in the team, and that's Antonio Rudiger. A really well-rounded card, but the pace, I know it shows that he's got 70 pace, but it does feel slower. And I wasn't a huge fan. Now it says I've only played 3 games, guys. Ignore that. Some of these were classic matches. Some of these were divisions. It's because I realised that maybe this team isn't good enough for Division 2 just yet. Maybe I'm not good enough for Division 2, which is why I'm struggling. But yeah, we played classic matches to get a feel for this team. That's why. Just as a heads up. So Antonio Rudiger, 70 pace. Like I said, solid for a centre-back, but he feels a lot slower. In fact, while we look here so I can see. There you are. Sprint speed is 76 with a shadow on, and acceleration is 63. So actually his card is a bit of a myth with 70 pace, to be fair. 43 shooting, you know, a bit worried with that with a centre-back. 67 passing. Now with my centre backs, I do like them to be able to play out, so that's a little bit of a but that's just my play style. For you guys, if you're just route one, you want to hoof it, or your centre back's only playing it short, it's fine for you. 64 dribbling, which is quite good for a centre back, to be fair to him. 82 defending, which is really good, and 80 physical, again, really good. Now I'm first down on him, however you can pick him up. He's gone up a little bit, to be fair. He's gone up a little bit. 13k, that's a lot for him. He's definitely not worth 13k, guys. But if you could pick him up for cheaper than 10k, you'll be laughing. But yeah, don't worry about that. The team will still be under 100k even with him the way he is. Now moving on to the second centre back, and my favourite player on the team. I know, not an attacker. That man is very much Tomori. What a card this young man has. Got him for 3.6k, which is a bargain. 6'1". 80 pace, 76 defending, 74 physical. Obviously, his defending stats aren't the best, but 80 pace, 6'1". Guys, he is solid. No one was getting past him, so even if someone got past Rudiger, Tomori was there to just clean up the mess. Honestly, and this being completely transparent with you guys, he's probably one of my favourite centre-back cards in the game, and I've used Virgil van Dijk, I've used Varane, I've used Nemanja Vidic a lot. He's up there with all of them. Definitely recommend picking him up. He is a hidden gem this year. Right, moving on to left back, and another fantastic player in the team to complete our defence, and that is Van Aanholt. One of the cheap beasts of the year. 86 pace, 71 passing, 76 dribbling, 71 defending, 71 physical. Now obviously his defending stats are not that great for a fullback. However, like I said earlier, all you need is pace at the fullbacks. That is really it. That's not even a joke, and you can pick him up for a very cheap price of 2k. Look at that, 2k for a card like that. You can't go wrong, guys. Van Aanholt is a must at left back, especially for you guys in Road to Glory. Couldn't recommend him enough. And to be fair, the whole back line is fantastic. Other than Rudiger, who's the only weak link, and that's just because of Tomori being such a star that you realise how weak Rudiger is. It's a brilliant back line who I'd recommend to anyone. I'm moving on to the midfield, and this is where, and I will stand by what I'm about to say, there is a hidden gem who, if it wasn't for his links, I would find a way to fit him into my current team. He is unbelievable. I know you're saying, Nova, how can you even justify saying that when you've got Goretzka, Drogba, Stoichkov, you know the icon I mean. How? This is how. This guy is unbelievable. I can't stop talking about him. But first, before we get to him, I let admit, Giovanni Lo Celso, a fantastic card, and I don't like saying that because I'm an Arsenal fan. But as the centre mid who kind of pushes up a little bit further than the other one, this guy is brilliant. 77 pace, 77 shooting, 82 passing, 85 dribbling, and what impressed me the most is that 73 physical, because he actually feels a lot stronger than that in game. You know, there's a lot of times where I've been pushed up down the line and he could shrug people off. His dribbling was fantastic, and he's got that kind of movement with the dribbling which you need in this game. It's not clunky, he's smooth, he's silky with it, and he was a fantastic signing for me. Obviously, I was first owner with him. You can pick up Giovanni Lo Celso for 2k and let's say 2.2k to be safe. A bargain for what you get out of that card, and a must-have in your team. Now going on to the centre attacking mid position, this is where even I was a little bit flummoxed as to who I should use. I was tempted with Dele Alli, I was tempted with Ozil, tempted with Phil Foden and Almiron, but I settled on James Maddison, and I wasn't wrong with it, guys. He is a fantastic centre attacking mid for you starter teams. I mean, a really well-rounded card. 75 pace, 76 shooting, which is why I chucked the Hunter on him. 84 passing and 82 dribbling. And all you want from your cam is to be able to lay those passes off and every now and then take a shot. And he can do exactly that. 4-star skill with 4-star weak foot as well, which is even better perk. Couldn't recommend it enough to you guys. He was always in the right positions for me. Always managed to control the game. And for the prices which you can pick him up at less than 1.6k, you can't go wrong. You can't. Now moving on to the hidden gem this year. And I mean that with every bone in my body. Every bone in my body, guys. And that hidden gem is Giovanni. What a monster. What a monster. 78 pace, 73 passing, 74 dribbling, 78 defending, 80 physical. Now, obviously, you can tell he is the man who I have holding back, cutting those lines, playing as that CDM in this 4-3-3. It says he's 6'1". Guys, he's about 10'2" and 8 foot wide. He is a unit. He's rapid, he's strong, and if it wasn't for that Everton thing, I would chuck him in my team and find a way around it, but I just can't figure out yet. And the way Goretzka's playing, I can't dethrone him. But guys, you need to pick up Giovanni. I don't know how no one's picked up on him yet and said what beast he is. He is a hidden gem. 2.5k, let's say, as the cheapest with fans of 2k. Look at that. You can't go wrong. He is unbelievable. You guys need him in your Road to Glories. You need him in your normal print teams, let alone anything else. He's a cheap version of Kante, if not better, in my opinion. And yeah, I love him. I stand by it. I love him. And that completes our midfield three. Really well rounded. Giovanni pretty much tops it off. I mean, what a find. I'm so happy with that find. I love him. He's on my bench for the first team just in case I get a red card and I can bring him on and there's a yellow, or I want to start controlling the game a bit more later on, where I drop to 2 CDMs. He comes on. He closes out perfectly. Couldn't recommend him enough to each and every single one of you. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm sure, is the attack. Starting off on the... Let's go with the left wing, because that's probably the weaker position at the line. That's not his fault. It's probably the way I was playing. And we went with Christian Pulisic. Now, he's got a really good card when it comes to pace and dribbling. 89 pace, 84 dribbling. However, his shooting does let him down. You can see he's only got 72 finishing. That's thanks to the card I've put on him. You do feel it in game. You do. His dribbling and pace is fantastic, but you can really feel his shooting. I think he's been robbed a bit with that shooting this year. But yeah, as a winger, does his job. Runs down those lines, causes issues. As long as you get the pass up to the middle, you're fine. His shooting, like I said, needs a lot of work, but a 4-star, you can't go wrong. Once again, I'm first down over him. However, you can pick him up for, currently on the market, let's say less than 9k. Less than 9k at the moment. He will drop 100%. There you are, look at that, 6.5k, sorry. So a nice price for Road to Glory. Definitely worth picking up for that. I would say he's about 5k. That's where I would value him, just the way he played for me in those 10 games. He did really well. But just not, you wouldn't want him in a one-on-one situation. Now, moving on to the right wing position, the man you saw in the thumbnail, and that is one of the most overpowered players you can get on FIFA 21, and that is Adama Traore. When this FIFA came out, me and my friends all said to each other, Adama Traore's shooting has been robbed. 66 is a joke, that is unfair on him, etc. I'm so glad, EA, this is my thank you message to you, for making his shooting that bad, because guys, if he didn't have shooting, this card, if he had above 70 shooting, this card would be worth over 60k, 100%. That is the only thing that stops him from being one of the most expensive Premier League players you could get, is that shooting. He is unreal. Those high-low work rates were perfect for a winger. 96 pace makes him one of the quickest in the game, and it feels like 142. He's ridiculous. 86 dribbling. Ridiculous. And the 80 physical, which we all know should be more. You can't even get it off. You can't get the ball off him. He's that powerful. What's his 86 strength in game? You can't. You bounce off him. And it makes him such a deadly player on that wing. Like I said, his shooting's awful. I'm not going to lie. His shooting is god-awful. 6-6 finishing with the dead eye on him. But you need him. You need him in your teams. Road to Glory, normal Prem teams. I think he's probably the best right winger in the Premier League. Oh, I know I said it. Oh, but it's the finishing. That's the only thing that throws it for him. He's perfect in every other way. You guys need to get him. He is unbelievable. Now, moving on to the final position, and once again, it's a player you saw on the thumbnail. It's a fantastic striker this year, and a brilliant signing by Leeds in real life, and that is Rudiger, Spain's number 9. 91 pace, 79 shooting, 76 passing, 81 dribbling, and 71 physical. This guy is everywhere. If you need him there, he's already sitting down, having a picnic, and he's been waiting on you for an hour. He is a genius up top. His left foot is so deadly. He's got the finesse shot straight, and you can really feel that in game, guys. If you can just manage to, like, dummy to go right, cut back in on his left, it's a goal 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. 80 finishing with the trait I've got on him. He is well worth the money, guys. Luckily, I was lucky enough to back him in an untradeable pack. However, you can pick Rudiger up for less than 50k right now, and he'll drop. He will drop. That's a promise to you guys. Look at that, already 45k. He's worth every penny. I could not recommend it enough. And overall, I could not recommend this team enough. They were so solid for me. I really enjoyed using them. I was quite surprised with some of the results I got. I even won a few games in Division 2 because I thought I'd try them out at a high level. So they can, you know, they can hang, if you want to use that term, if you want to be cool with the kids. But, yeah, for Road to Glory, for you guys just starting off, this team's fantastic. Let me know what you think of all the players. Are there any players which you would rather in? Like I said earlier, comment down below and let me know. Let me know what you think of Giovanni. Not James Madison, Garvey, boy. Giovanni. Let me know if you use him, what you think of him. Do you think he's a hidden gem this year? Do you think he's an absolute beast like I do? I can't be the only one. Surely I can't be the only one. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this video. It's a bit of a short and sweet one. I just kind of want to get this team out there. I wanted to show you guys what you can get with 100k. Especially when it comes to the Premier League, probably the most expensive league in the game. You guys who may be new to FIFA might not know that. Those of you who have played the game for ages, always done Road to Glory, and you definitely know how expensive the Premier League can be, and that it's hard to find a bargain, but there are definitely some out there. You've just got to look, you've got to be patient on the market, and then you've just got to strike when you can. Like I said at the start of the video, guys, if you enjoyed the video, then make sure to leave a like and comment down below any players you would chuck in this team of the ones I've picked, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Other than that, I've been RTS Nova, and I'll see you next time.